Good evening, wrestling fans. This is the illustrious Mr. Trivia for the Top Rope Report. I posted earlier, there's a new breed in indie wrestling, and I believe they're making an appearance May 11th at Battleground, and they're called Full Throttle Wrecking Crew. And this reporter here knows absolutely nothing about them or what they're all about, but our guest on the phone does. It is Jay from Full Throttle Wrecking Crew. Jay, are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you?
We're doing pretty good. When the office of the Top Rope got the call and said that you guys wanted to get the word out there, let the people in the wrestling public know, what is Full Throttle Wrecking Crew? What are they all about? How did they get started?
Okay, well, first off, they call me the Funkadelic One Thug. I have a partner whose name is Tank. Now, we started in early of 2011 down here in Florida, down here in Largo, Florida. We have two promotions that we basically ran with for a little while. The first one was VWA, Victory Wrestling Association, and the other one was FUW, Florida Underground Wrestling. Now, they were two totally different types of promotions. One you can say was more of a WWE style promotion, and the other one was more like an ECW style. It was more in your face, underground, definitely, and that's why it was called Florida Underground Wrestling. We started off as two guys, as biggest fans in the world. I'm going on. I just turned 32. My partner's a couple years older than been fans since we were real young, and we saw in the wrestling industry a lot of people didn't even know about the indie industry. So, we had this thing going on with the wrestlers, and we basically started coming to the shows, because most of them were weekly shows, and we would be just batting heads, just going back and forth with the wrestlers, the heels, and the baby faces, of course, we rooted, because, we consider ourselves baby faces, though we're a little grunty and we can be moody ourselves. But we started off as just two guys just trying to help the industry, let them know that there's wrestling in almost every town, every state, not just the big boys. And we started just batting heads with these guys, and we saw something that just really magically worked. So basically what we did is we started helping out with the promoters, and we would help on Facebook and all the media as much as we can, and verbalizing it out in the world. We just basically would tell people about where they can find a wrestling show in their area. It could be in this town, the state, could be another state. So basically, people started we were kind of like the voice of the fans. So we ended up labeling ourselves as the hype men of pro wrestling. So we helped out promotions where some of the shows, if people were this way, we would try to help as much as possible to try to let these guys know, interact with these people, let them, they're putting on a show for you, and after a while, we started getting into some of these other factions, like this young group called First Degree. These guys used to go toe-to-toe with us all the time and smack us around, treat us like we were trash, and we're two big guys. My partner's about 320 pounds, and I'm about 240. And so basically it led into doors into the business to where we were learning how to set the rings, starting to understand behind the scenes and working with the crowds. And basically after the hype men of pro wrestling, we turned around and decided to do some more work. We started doing some charity work. We started to get to know some of the legends and some of the people that are in the business today. be on TV. We got to know a bunch of them. We got to deal with First Degree, even though that we have our differences. First Degree and myself and Tank got together, and we started becoming pro wrestling enforcers.
Nice.
So we started accompanying them to the ring.
I also let me cut you off for just 1 second there, Thug. You mentioned enforcers, which brings me to a point I want to bring up. There's a group in NEFW called Defiant Incorporated, and do you see yourself possibly clashing with them?
Well, needless to say, we're rough and rugged guys. We're nice guys, but you come to push and shove, and you look at NEFW. We tried to work something out with them about a year ago, and we've been, in the works of talking behind the scenes of trying to get up there and see what we can do. And I see that Defiant Inc., from what I'm hearing, because I have 3 members. I started a northern chapter of Full Throttle Wrecking Crew, and from them, they have told me that these guys are trying to take over NEFW, and we don't. I don't see in the near future how they're going to keep going the way they're going. I mean, they're young guys. They think that they're going to come in and take over, but NEFW has great talent, awesome talent.
Yes, they do.
And my boys, I just told them, I said, listen, you need to have their back, because I'm here in Florida, so I cannot, be there at every show. But give them a chance. Somebody gives me a phone call, I'll be there. Tent's ready to go. We're ready to roll into it, throttle up, and come in and take over. Because number one, I'm from Connecticut. I'm originally from Connecticut. That's my state. So, I see us probably me and Tank will be making our way up there anytime soon. And I know my 3 boys are there, and I know that they're not going to stand for any of their shenanigans out there.
Yes,
so,
yes, definitely.
Whatever NEFW, has in store for them, if they need our help, we're right there.
Yes, definitely.
So my boys, my enforcers, they'll do anything I ask them to do, and I think Defiant Inc.'s in for some big business right now.
Okay, great. Yes, we got also there was a little fax that was sent to the office of the Top Rope Report earlier today, and it had Uncle Sam on it. You know how he points the finger and it says, "We want you"?
Yeah.
And it was from Full Throttle Wrecking Crew addressed to Mr. Trivia. And it was like, wow, this could be something really big. But we'll get into that at a later date there. Can I call you Jay?
Just call me Thug.
Thug, okay, Thug. Well, yeah, we'll get into that at a later date. Thug, I understand that we're getting pretty short on time here. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you very much for giving us the time to let everybody know about Full Throttle Wrecking Crew. You will be at NEFW on May 11th. And for the other people who want to see more about you, is there a website or a Facebook page that you have that you can let the people know about?
Well, we do have our Full Throttle Wrecking Crew page. Then we also have our Full Throttle Wrecking Crew fan page. Both are on, Facebook. Our website we do have, but right now it's under construction. Since we have the 3 new members aboard, we're revamping it. So it should be up and running shortly. But anybody can try to take a look. It's fullthrottleWreckingCrew.com.
Nice.
And my boys are the ones that are going to be up there May 11th. Myself and Tank won't be there that day. But you never know. You never know.
Nice.
Think about me and Tank. You never know.
All right, great. Hey, Thug, thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us. We want to wish you all the best of luck out there in Florida, and hopefully when Mr. Trivia gets back to the States, back to the state of Connecticut, and gets a chance to get out there and see another NEFW show, hopefully we can all meet up and have ourselves a great time. for Thug and the rest of the Full Throttle Wrecking crew, this is the illustrious Mr. Trivia saying thank you very much, and we'll see you at the matches.